Hello and welcome back to the channel. Glad you can join me today. I said that I would come back on and tell you a little bit about my journey of where I've been for a while. And it's a personal story, so I usually don't do a lot of personal stuff on my channel. I'm usually when I'm just I do a little bit when I'm doing my plan with me, but this one's really personal. As a woman, and as all women are, we usually spend all of our time taking care of other people and making sure the family's good and friends are good and everything like that. And we usually put ourselves last. So one of the things that had happened to me was during the course of COVID and everything like that, you were so careful and you didn't keep appointments and you didn't do stuff like that. So I had gone for my usual mammogram and just going in there, thinking they're going to do the smashy thing and it's going to hurt a bit and then I'll just go home and I'll be good. So I go in there and I go for my annual mammogram. And let me say at this point, if you haven't had your mammogram and you're putting it off, don't put it off. Go and get your mammogram because the earlier they find things, the better. So I go in, I get my mammogram, and they tell me to wait a little bit, and I sit there and wait, and the guy's looking it over and everything and like that. And he says, we see, and the woman comes back, and she goes, we see something. We're going to send something over to your doctor, and we'll see what to do, what we want to do. But, we're probably going to just watch it for 6 months. We see a little something, but we'll watch it for 6 months and see what it is. So I had to go over to my doctor's appointment, and she goes, we got your mammogram back. And they said they saw something, and they're going to watch it for 6 months. And I'm like, if they saw something, I don't want you to watch anything for 6 months because who knows what can happen in 6 months. So I go, no, I kind of want them to look at it now and see what it is. And if it's something there, just take it, just take it out. Little lump, something, take it out. And so, because usually we just they say something to us and we go, and they go, oh, it's nothing. We're going to watch it for 6 months. And, you come back in 6 months, we'll check it out. But I wasn't into the watching it for 6 months and coming back and checking it out. I kind of wanted to know, what it was. They said it was nothing, it's just a small something and we'll check it out. So I said to my primary, I don't want to wait 6 months. I wanted them to go in and figure out what it is. So here we have a breast cancer center. So she goes, okay, I'm refer you down to the breast cancer center. So I go down to the breast cancer center and I talk with the breast cancer surgeon and everything like that. And she goes, you know what, I'm going to do if you don't want to wait, let's do a biopsy. So I go, okay, let's do a biopsy. She goes, I think I want to do an MRI. Let's do a biopsy and an MRI. Let's do the MRI first so I can see what it looks like. And then we'll do a biopsy and see where we go from there. So they sent me for the MRI. The worst thing I've ever done, the breast cancer and the breast MRI, right? My mind, they're telling you not to move. The lady's constantly saying not to move. And your mind is like, get out of here, get up, move, don't listen to them, move. So it was horrible. So she gets that back and she goes, yes, there is something there and everything. There's a little spot and we want to go and biopsy it. So that was another appointment. So I had to go and have them, go in and do a biopsy. So they biopsy it and everything, and they look at it and they go, yes, this is breast cancer. And she goes, okay, so we're looking at breast cancer. She goes, now I want you to go back again because I want to get biopsies of your lymph nodes to see if the cancer spread from that spot to somewhere else in your body, to the lymph nodes. And I was like, I got to go back. So I go back again. They, get some of the lymph nodes out. They go and look under the thing. And she goes, okay, we don't have anything wrong with your lymph nodes. You're good. So what we're going to do is we're going to schedule a surgery. We're going to go in and take that cancer out. And in the meantime, this is, they give you a cancer team that you're going to work with. So you work with a whole bunch of people, a radiologist, an oncologist, a gynecologist, and another oncologist, and this kind of oncologist. Everybody's a oncologist. Everything's special. So I go in, I have the operation. They're able to remove the breast cancer and also remove a couple of the lymph nodes to make sure it didn't spread back up in there. So she tells me, she goes, okay, we were able to get all the cancer out. And what we want to do now is we want to go and evaluate you and see if we need to do chemotherapy or do we need to do radiation. So they do whatever they're valid, they do some tests to tell you, what you need to do. So she goes, I go and speak to the chemotherapy oncologist and then the radiation oncologist. Chemotherapy woman says, I don't think you need chemo. I think what would be best for you is radiation. So I go and talk to them, and she goes, yeah, it's going to be 6 weeks of radiation. But let me evaluate it. I might not need to give you 6 weeks. I might just do 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks is every day during the week at the same time. And it takes the first one takes about an hour and a half. The next one takes about 20 minutes. So every day for 20 minutes, you go over there and they do the radiation on the breast. So they did that, and I just finished my radiation a week or so ago. So now I'm technically cancer-free, and I'm feeling pretty good, except for radiation. And you don't get the burns. Your skin doesn't burn during radiation. It burns after radiation. So dealing with burns on my skin right at the moment. But, I'm really thankful that's all I have is burns on my skin. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been dealing with. And I just didn't have the mental capacity at the time to actually make any videos or play with any of my stuff. I kept saying I'm going to go downstairs and make something and do something and just touch my stuff. So I came down a few times and I just sat in my craft room and moved stuff around, not really motivated to think about that, because once they tell you you have cancer, your mind is just not where it's supposed to be. And it takes a while to kind of simmer you down and get you to where you're like, okay, I have cancer. And now when you're to the point where they've taken it away and everything's gone and you've gone through everything, to have them say you don't have cancer anymore, you're a survivor. So I'm a breast cancer survivor, getting through these last weeks of everything that they want you to do, and trying to get through this period of radiation where the burns come and they're there and they get worse before they get better. So trying to deal with that right now, and then wait a few more weeks, and then they put you on hormone therapy for 5 years and try to make sure that you don't have the cancer again, and then check up and stuff like that. So I'm doing good, and thank you for everybody that asked about me and cared about me during this time. I'm just really grateful. One of the things that helped me get through this is the National Breast Cancer Foundation has something called a Hope Kit. And the Hope Kit that they send you is filled with items that can help you soothe some of your side effects of your treatment. It's also helpful with resources and everything like that. So I kind of they wanted me to actually show you some of the stuff that comes in the Hope Kit. And it's a really nice thing that they send you. It's all wrapped in the breast cancer colors, which is the pink. Once again, let me say to you ladies, if you haven't gone for your breast mammogram, get your mammograms done. In the time that I went through my cancer, I found out 5 more people that I know have cancer, and it's in all different stages that they're having it. Some are stage 1 and stage 2, like I was. Some people are stage 4. But if they catch it early, they'll know what to do, and and everything's so much better now. So I got this. It says, Hope Delivered. It's from the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Inside the Hope Kit, let me move stuff over. Inside the Hope Kit, you get a nice journal. You get a nice journal where you can keep account of, write down stuff. And I did keep a journal of what I'm going through, because I'm a journal person. At this point, they have you see a breast cancer not a breast cancer. I think she's a counselor or stuff to help you with your feelings when you go through this, because you do go through a bit of depression. So she's helping me with that, and I have to do a journal, and I'll share that later. So they send you a hope journal. They give you some nice teas, soothing teas. You get some nice lip hydrating oils to put on your lips because you're forever, your lips get dry during this process. You get a nice breast cancer pen. You get some makeup. And this is that new Thrive brand that I've been seeing on TikTok. So I'm going to try that now that I'm into getting myself going. You get some nice socks with the breast cancer emblem on it, and from the Breast Cancer Foundation. You get resources. They give lots of cards with resources of where you can go. You get some of this derma stuff that you put on yourself when you go through radiation to keep you from burning really bad. I slathered myself with that, but I still burned. You get some hydration drink because they want you to stay hydrated through all of this. You get some nice French manicure strips that you put on your hand, and they have you can see they have the breast cancer thing in there, so I'm going to try those. You get some of my favorite candy in here because you got to have some candy when you're going through stuff. You got to have stuff you're not supposed to have. I'm diabetic. I'm not supposed to have it, but that I'm going to break open this box of lemon heads because lemon heads is one of my favorite. I was just talking to a friend last night, and we were going over the candies that we get. You get a nice bracelet from breast cancer that says hope is stronger than fear. I love that. I wore this during my radiation stuff. You get some Craze original, and this is in fuchsia, and that's one of the it's one of their what are these things called? Mask. It's a nice mask that you can have, and I'm going to keep this in my car because I think as you go through cancer, you're a little bit immunocompromised, and you got to build all that back up. And so that's what I got in my breast cancer hope kit. So if you know anyone that's going through cancer and you want to get a hope kit for them, I'll put the links down below of where you can go and find out about the hope kit from the National Breast Cancer Foundation, or you can contact the National Breast Cancer Foundation to get a hope kit for a friend. Oh, wait, shoot, one more thing. Oh my goodness. And you get a National Breast Cancer Foundation tumbler. You know what? I love these tumblers. I think if you saw one of my last videos, you know that I put stuff on a tumbler. I'm going to have to put something on here, but something happy on the other side. So you get a tumbler and everything so you can stay hydrated. So that's what I got in my hope kit. I'm very thankful to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. I'm thankful to my doctors who listened to me and actually referred me to the Breast Center and also to the Stockman Cancer Center here in my town. So, ladies, go get your mammogram. Tell your friends to get their mammogram. The earlier they catch these things, the better you're off, the better it happens. They got so many treatments. All of the staff doing all of this stuff were the best. I had a team of ladies that went through with radiation. They were really good at trying to keep my mind off of it because I'm telling you, I was scared at the beginning of radiation because I just knew my body wasn't going to be able to stay still like they tell you. Because once somebody tells your body to stay still, your body be like, legs jumping, whatever. But anyway, they were the best ladies. Everybody doing this whole process, this whole thing that I've been through has been really, really, really good. So thank you all. Just wanted to share my journey with you to let you know where I am. Sorry if this is a little bit long, but I'm cancer-free. I'm back in my craft room. I'm making stuff. I'll be putting up a few videos. Got a little haul, even felt good enough to go back out to my Goodwill. So I'm back. And thank you all for your prayers. And ladies, please take care of yourselves. your moms, your sisters, your cousins, your friends. Encourage everybody to go and get their annual mammogram, because one of the things that the doctor did say to me, as we went through COVID, a lot of women skip things. And as you skip and you don't get it done when we came out of COVID, you haven't gotten it done yet, things could be happening. So go get yourself checked out. I pray you all are well, and thank you very much. And don't forget, be the reason somebody smiles. Bye now.